Okay, Jyoti, first of all, congratulations for making your dream come true. I'm nervous over there. So, Jyoti, introduce yourself.
Hello, ma'am. As you know, my name is Jyoti, and I hail from district Kullu, Himachal Pradesh, and I am a defense aspirant. So I have been associated with you from a very long time now. I think it's been more than an year. And about me, I am a kind of person who love exploring new things. I love writing poetry, reading books, and meeting new people. And also, I have this dream of joining defense forces. So I'm trying very hard to pursue this one. I am managing my work-life balance, doing my studies along. So this is whole out of me.
Tell your attempts and your journey so far, because this is your last attempt.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
was your last attempt.
Yes, it was my last attempt, ma'am. So regarding my journey, I started my journey with NCC Special Entry. So earlier, I was screened out 5 times continuously. So it was something that I was going with the flow. I was although making correction and making improvements with my mistakes and anything. But initial 5 attempts, it went like a snip of a finger, like
Mm,
2.5 year. Then I started working on my screening
mm,
because I thought that the major problem was with my screening only. I was not able to maybe present my ideas well, and sometimes there was a fish market in the group. So many instances happened with different GDs. But later on, I worked, I practiced with my group, I interacted with friends who are with similar background, and with one final day, actually, the luck factor also mm, paid its value and I got screened in. It was my sixth attempt and the board was 22nd SSB Bhopal and the year was 2023 and I got recommended. It was like the
okay.
first screen in and I was directly recommended.
2023, and when was your first attempt? Screen out wala?
Yes, ma'am, the screen out attempt was in 2023
Okay.
and the screen out attempt was in 2021.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yes, ma'am. Long journey because I was NCCC certificate holder, so I was going through NCC special entries.
Mm,
After that, so it came as a shock to me because I was much aware about the screening process now, but I had no idea about the GTO, what kind
mm,
of ground is. I never took any coaching, any
mm,
physical coaching by then. So all the first interaction with GTO ground happened only in SSB Bhopal. And I
mm,
was very excited. I was just like a kid. वो होता है ना जिसको एक नई चीज मिल जाती है देखने के लिए कि ये क्या है ये क्या है. So I was asking question like, okay, what will happen if we jump like this? Sir, can you please explain it, how we can attempt this particular obstacle? And the GTO was very happy with my
mm,
approach
mm,
because maybe I was very natural, I was
mm,
organic, and I was not very well practiced though, but
mm,
I had my basics clear कि okay ऐसे ऐसे
mm,
कर सकते हैं. So I was recommended in the first attempt when I got screened in. So it was a very special moment because I never thought that I would be getting screened in and then got directly recommended.
mm,
So unfortunately, in that attempt, I got married out, and then still I tried my best for the next attempt. I got recommended in the next attempt as well directly.
mm,
So that time I was also married out. It was from 19th SSB Allahabad.
mm,
So now I had some idea, okay, these are the things that I can improve
mm,
more upon to get into merit, and these are the things that I can polish or I can improve upon so that I can prepare well for the future.
mm,
So then apart from that, this there was a sudden breakdown because after getting recommended, I got screened out.
mm,
And there are people who think that it is a big shock, but this happens. It is very natural process. Screeners is something that you cannot control sometime. That
mm,
okay, no matter how well you are prepared, and after getting recommended, I was prepared about that, that SRTs, everything. I was making count of my time. I was making count of the quality and everything that I will be performing best this time, and I got screened out. It was disheartening, but then I accept it because I believe acceptance is something that will make us progress. first we have to accept it. So I accepted my mistakes. I worked on my screening, but then again I got screened out in the next attempt. So
Yeah.
it happens. And initially I was going only for army entry.
Mm.
Then I got connected with you.
And now
Yes,
you are going to join Air Force Academy
yes,
only.
ma'am. So, yes, army was my first love and it would always be.
Mm,
So, even then, the next attempt I have given, it was for Air Force.
mm,
So, in the interview, only the SSB assessor asked me, okay, Jyoti, if you have to choose between army and Air Force, what will you choose? And
mm,
in my heart, there is this special corner for olive green, and it would
mm,
always be. So, I was very
mm,
blunt
mm.
and very straightforward, sir, definitely olive green. And
Yeah.
he does not recommended me in that attempt because obviously with the obvious reasons. So I got confidence out with my
Mm,
first FCAT entry. Though I had some attempts left for my army entry, so I had some backup. Okay, I will do best, and I
mm,
always wanted
mm.
to go for army. I will work
एयरफोर्स
on
का
my
लॉस उस टाइम ज्यादा हर्ट नहीं किया होगा.
yes, ma'am. So
चाहिए ही नहीं था.
नहीं मैम नहीं हुआ. Then I saw your profile. I was following you from very long time. I was looking into all the stories you used to post, and even I used to laugh sometimes of the meme like material you used to post. So I
Mm,
felt a connection. But I thought that why not to just get in touch with you to ask for
mm,
more guidance, because maybe you are a kind of person who is more experienced in this domain. You have worked and you have trained many candidates like me, many candidates who just need a little bit stepping effort from assessor side. So I got in connect with you, I think in May 2024 it was.
yeah.
So then I was a part of your May batch, then July batch. And I remember I used to call you, ma'am, is there any seat left for your next batch? And it was all very learning process, ma'am, because what happened, it was not just related to SSB now. Now the journey had become so important that my life was getting sorted with the uh, work I was doing on myself at that time.
Mm,
It
mm,
was just not limited to SSB, okay, कि physical fitness करनी है SSB के लिए नहीं. I was now
mm,
working on my life. Then when I had initial interviews with you, I remember आपने कहा था कि ज्योति there is nothing wrong in you, but there are some things that you can do it in a more confident manner. और स्टोरी को भी आप इस तरह से लिख सकते हो, पोर्ट्रे कर सकते हो तो
mm,
ज़्यादा अच्छा होगा. एंड शो सम करेज विद योर कैरेक्टर, व्हाई नॉट फीमेल. सो
mm,
बस छोटी छोटी चीज़ों और छोटे छोटे पुश की ज़रूरत थी. एंड one more thing about the spiritual journey. So initially I was shocked. I joined your batch. I was like, okay, let's see. And I was a kind of aspirant who was very curious about what happened in these batches, because
mm,
I used to attend many online webinars related to SSBs with different assessors, and I used to
mm,
enjoy them, and I used to ask a lot of questions.
mm,
Okay, then when I joined your particular webinar, so what happened? Uh, Suddenly the paradigm changed into spiritual um, questioning our spiritual life, and I was
mm,
shocked, and all my attention was just related to what is happening.
mm,
Why this whole SSB related concept is now related to spirituality and
mm,
our peace of mind, manifestation, meditations. So
mm,
I become very interested because I am a kind of person that believe in these things in with the depth of my heart, ma'am. तो वो एक बहुत पॉजिटिव चीज़ लगी मुझे आपके पूरे सेशंस में, बिकॉज़ वो सिर्फ एसएसबी से रिलेटेड नहीं था। वो
mm,
फिर आपके पर्सनल लाइफ, अपने गोल से, हाउ यू ट्रीट योर पेरेंट्स, हाउ यू बिहेव इन अ सोशल सेटिंग, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एम्प्लॉय यू शुड बी, व्हाट काइंड
mm,
ऑफ टीम प्लेयर और सिस्टर यू शुड बी। तो वो सब चीज़ें जब मैंने अंडरस्टैंड की बेटर मैनर में, वो मेरी पर्सनल लाइफ को भी बहुत इम्प्रूव किया मैम। सो
mm,
इवेंचुअली it was then my 11th attempt,
mm,
and आई रिमेंबर मेरे 11th अटेम्प्ट से पहले मैंने आपसे 2 बारी अपना असेसिंग करवाई थी।
mm,
एक जस्ट बिफोर द एसएसबी, आई थिंक 2 और
mm,
3 डेज़ बिफोर, और एक वन वाज़ 2-3 मंथ्स बैक। तो
mm,
देयर वाज़ लाइक 2-3 मंथ्स गैप, तो एक बहुत कंपैरिज़न एनालिसिस का एक बहुत अच्छा टाइम दिया था आपने, और आप ही ने मुझे ये सजेस्ट किया था। सो
mm,
दिस होल टाइम इसमें मुझे अपने आप पे इम्प्रूवमेंट करने का काफ़ी मतलब एक प्रोसेस बहुत स्मूथ
mm,
हो गया मेरे लिए। आपने पहले ही मुझे बता दिया था कि दीज़ आर द थिंग्स दैट यू शुड इम्प्रूव अपॉन। or
mm,
especially the chanting, the mantras you have given. Because उनसे क्या हुआ, मैं बहुत पॉजिटिव एनवायरनमेंट, पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड, पॉजिटिव मैनिफेस्टेशन, इन सब चीज़ों के लिए ज़्यादा मैं सबकॉन्शियसली सोचने लगी और मेरे एक्शन भी वैसे ही होने लगे। तो दोज 2-3 months were the best time when I prepared well, I worked hard, I stayed in touch with you, and in अदर प्रोसेस एज़ वेल मैंने काफ़ी काम किया। और येस, आपने जब मेरा फाइनल इंटरव्यू से पहले एक इंटरव्यू लिया था, उसमें आपने बताया था येस कि आप तो तुम तो बहुत अच्छा प्रिपेयर करके आई हो ब्यूटी, एकदम से इतना चेंज कैसे हो गया? तो yes, so ये हुआ। So after that, ma'am, it was my last attempt. I went with all my might, whatever it take. I have given everything, like the time, efforts, patience, hard work, fitness. So SSP was very easy. मतलब it was
And I
natural.
think ये SSB के पहले you had got this hair वाला thing ना?
Yes, ma'am. So one day I was having I was doing meditation. So I think most of the aspirants would relate it with me that जब हमारी एसएसबी आने वाली होती है ना, तो हम थोड़ा ज़्यादा अपने आप को एनालाइज़ करने लग जाते हैं कि अच्छा ये करना है, अच्छा इस पे काम कर लेता हूँ, कहीं ये तो नहीं छूट जाए, कहीं टाइमिंग। तो आई यूज्ड टू डू मेडिटेशन to keep myself more calm because I am always a very excited
Girl.
स्टूडेंट, गर्ल।
Hmm.
तो मैं अपनी एनर्जीज़ को चैनलाइज़ करने की कोशिश कर रही थी, तो आई यूज्ड टू मेडिटेट अ लॉट। So what happened that time, I started getting some positive spiritual visions. It was
Hmm.
some related to my hometown, my deities, and sometimes it is related because you are the one who was the spiritual guidance, who has given the spiritual guidance to me तो आपके भी कुछ बहुत पॉजिटिव विजुअल्स आते थे वेयर आई आस्क्ड फॉर विज़डम, I asked for calmness and especially your voice. Because when
Okay.
you used to teach us, many student
हाँ,
has given you this compliment कि ma'am, how to speak like you, how to
हाँ.
be more humble, how to how to be a very
हम्बल तो
sweet।
नहीं है अब.
But yes, many students आपसे ये क्वेश्चन पूछा, तो आई यूज्ड टू आस्क दीज थिंग्स फ्रॉम गॉड कि आई वांट दीज क्वालिटीज।
हम्म,
तो दैट थिंग हैड वर्क मैम। तो ये हुआ था एसएसपी से पहले। तो आई यूज्ड टू
हम्म,
हैव वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉजिटिव विजन्स अबाउट थिंग्स। तो हुआ उसके बाद आई वेंट टू माय एसएसपी, आई मेंटेन द सेम शेड्यूल दैट यू वर टीचिंग मी। और जो मैंने अपनी लाइफ में ओवरऑल अभी तक मेंटेन किया, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था कि बिल्कुल कुछ चेंज कर दिया हो। So it was
हम्म,
a very natural process, and this time I was in the interview. It was my last attempt. So again, the question was there. Okay, so how many attempts, Jyoti?
हम्म,
And so, like, you are recommended. So what happened in your previous attempt? These kind of questions were there to make the candidate pressurized, but I answered them in a more calm manner, more sweeter tone. So it was something that worked in my favor, and the
हम्म.
assessor also passed me. So it all worked in a good favor, and I was very grateful. I used to meditate in my SSP as well. I remember one AFSP Dehradun, there are barracks, and
This is something that all students who always ask me कि मैम meditation hobby में लिख दूंगा तो will it mean I'm depressed should understand.
yes, ma'am. Because it is not about that if you are struggling with some issues, you only meditate. No, it is
Hmm,
about, I have always given you example already that if you are a very if you're a very energetic person, if you want to explore more, so it is a very good way to channelize your energy so that you maintain that positive attitude without getting distracted anywhere. So this is my experience, ma'am. So I think meditation is something that will help you grow in any field, irrespective of SSB or defense as well. So I used to do meditation in SSB
for
almost for
others
10 minutes.
it just meditation increases the gamma waves probably in our brain, which is very good for our mental health, happiness, focus,
Yes, ma'am.
and also stress handling ability.
Yes, ma'am. So with the stress handling, SSP was easy, ma'am. So there was nothing, something that I have done extra. It was easy. The whole process that was related to stress was my medical, because I had some initial TRs, and I was like very hopeful that it would be cleared when it comes to AMB. But unfortunately, the AMB thing does not work in my favor. I cleared my two TRs, but there was one TR that was still there. So I struggle literally for like 1.5 months. There was this whole process for granting RMB. Then I had made many medical checkups, and I went to different specialists. I worked on myself. I was running every day. I was doing meditation every day. So yes, there was many things that had worked in this favor. But one thing that I wanted to share particularly, so when I was going for my final RMB, so
Mm,
it happened just 1 or 2 weeks back,
mm,
and there is this test that they were doing in which you have there is a sedative that is given to the patient so that the patient is in her subconscious state, and the testing is done in a proper manner without any mistakes or anything. So what was happening that I was a little bit nervous because this one test would decide my future.
mm,
And I was like I am married in this time. This is my last attempt. Finally, I got RMB. Now, if I am not passed from here, what would happen in my life? So this is my childhood dream. So these kind of things was coming into my mind, and sometimes if you are thinking so much in the test, the results are not in your favor
mm,
because your mind is somewhere else. So what happened, ma'am? This very dusky skinned lady, uh, she came, and her hair was very curly and she had this huge presence. So the light was very dim. I was on the bed and it was very small light in this room because what happened.
Even the mantra which you were chanting before your SSB was also related to Chamunda goddess.
Yes, ma'am. So it is something that is like very special to me. And so what happened? She came and she smiled very peacefully, and she just rubbed her hand on my head, and she knew my name from the files and everything. And she was like, "Relax, Jyoti, sleep, everything would be okay." And I was expressing, "Ma'am, this." Test is something that will make my journey, that will make my life. So then she, ma'am, it was like 2 minutes process. She
Mm,
actually calmed me down. I slept, literally slept. After 2 hours, I woke up, and they did not disclose the result, but there was this peaceful smile on her face. So I was very relaxed after that. And then when they disclosed the result, it was in our favor, ma'am.
mm.
So my test was good and everything was fine, and I was declared fit.
This
So
may sound like superstition, but it is said that when we call on to Devi, so in our life, we start meeting a lot of females with a good presence who become a part of our journey, helping us, and we don't even understand where did it all come from.
yes, ma'am. So I don't even know her name. I have not even seen her after that, although I went for the conference next day. So it was something that maybe the God is sending me signs with different form. Because
Mm,
at this point of my life, ma'am, I had done everything for my SSB. I read a lot of books. I practiced with my friends. I practiced
mm,
with batchmate. I like ran kilometers for my physical fitness. I went to gym. So it was what a aspirant should do. I did everything. So at that point I had nothing to offer now. अब मेरे पास कुछ भी नहीं था. It was like कि मैंने अब सब कुछ जो मेरे से बन पा रहा था, I have done everything. Now it's all in the hand of God. And I was doing the 40 days
Vindhyava-
mantra chanting that you had initiated. So every day I was doing meditation, and every day I was submitted myself to the God that मैंने सब कुछ कर लिया, जो भी आपके लिए आपको लगे मेरे लिए सही हो आप मुझे वही देना.
mm,
सो पहले तो मुझे थोड़ी थोड़ी घबराहट होती थी कि कहीं भगवान जी को ऐसा ना लगे कि मेरे लिए डिफेंस सही नहीं है तो नहीं देता हूँ, तो मैं थोड़ा इसको बोलने में हिचकती थी. बट विद पासिंग डेज मैं बहुत ब्लंटली होके बोलती थी कि अब आपको जो अच्छा लगे आप वही मुझे देना. एंड मैम इट
mm,
वाज, एंड
mm.
आई गॉट माय जॉइनिंग लेटर, एंड थैंक यू सो मच मैम. So this was the journey.
Very nice, Jyoti. So, Jyoti, is there anything that you would want to tell to any other aspirant?
Yes, ma'am. I have just one thing to say, that never give up on your dreams. no matter what. If you have seen a dream and if you want to pursue it as a career, then work hard. Never let any stone unturned for it. Do hard work with all your might, whatever it takes, and the results would be in favor. It would get delayed due to some reasons, but it would always work in your favor at the end, no matter what. That's it.
तुम्हें तो ये बोलने का पूरा राइट है. You have given it 5 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice, Jyoti. Is there anything else that you want to tell to other students?
Yes, ma'am. There is this WhatsApp DP that is inspired by one of my seniors. So when I was struggling with this phase, so I was also talking to my well-wishers. So they were saying that it's okay, Jyoti, everything would happen. And there is this one quote that was shared with one of my seniors that
Mhm,
it said that even if there is 1% of chance, fight. And
mhm.
there was this picture of I think it is from Mahabharata
Hmm.
when um, Abhimanyu
हाँ.
is inside the Chakravyuh
Mhm.
and he's holding Rath ka paiya like this, and he know that he there is no chance, but still he's fighting.
Fighting.
So it inspired me a lot, and it is still my WhatsApp DP because
Even my favorite
yes,
quote in life is from the same incident where Abhimanyu is holding the chakra and then he shouts that fight because death will not come even a second before it has to come.
yes,
So
ma'am.
this is my favorite one.
That's why I can relate with you more. So, so that was like a very positive motivation every day I used to look into because there was a time when there was very less hope what will happen. But eventually this 1% become 50%, then 90%, and then 100%. So yes, this is the only thing that I want to give to aspirants, and we all learn from our mistakes. So it's always better we keep working, keep doing, and keep going with the flow.
Very nice, Jyoti. All the best for your journey.
Thank you so much,
Keep
ma'am.
shining.
Yeah.
Now you can say जैसे touch the sky with glory है तुम्हारा तो नाम भी ज्योति